meets two beautiful blue orchids one night.
Hey, my name's Art Chadwick from Chadwick Orchids. Today we're going to be talking about Dendrobium orchids. Now this is called the Hawaiian layflower because in Hawaii, the natives string together the flowers to make necklaces. But don't take my word for it. This is my old girlfriend, Leilani. Just kidding. The next type of orchid is called a Dendrobium. And Dendrobiums last much longer than Callias, at least 2 months. And they can bloom more than once a year, 2 or 3 times if they're happy. Just keep throwing off flower stems. This is called the Hawaiian lay orchid because in Hawaii they're grown in fields for cut flowers, for weddings or any kind of bouquets. The growth habit of a Dendrobium is a little different than Cattleyas. Got leaves all the way down the canes, and then the flower stem shoots out the top. Sometimes they can make 2 flower stems, like this plant's doing. Here it's blooming on the new cane as well as an old cane. Cattleyas only bloom on their newest growth. The old leaves never bloom again. But Dendrobiums can bloom off any growth at any time. They're not seasonal, and they don't have a lot of the restrictions that Cattleyas have. So you get these buds that swell up and open one at a time, and then the flowers fall off one at a time, and then you just cut the stem off anywhere, because it's going to make a brand new stem at another time. These flowers last 3 or 4 weeks cut, even in water. So this is a very long-lasting hybrid. It's the second most popular orchid today because it's available year-round. Very long-lasting, very easy to handle. You know, you can't do this with Cattleyas, or they get all smashed. Dendrobiums are much more durable.
Same watering schedule?
Same watering schedule. The light requirements is just like Cattleyas. Filtered sun all day long. Notice I have these fancy decorative pots here. If they are potted in small plastic pots, they're going to be so top heavy with all this action. You're just going to fall right over in anything. And then maybe a little Spanish moss. Tucks them in. And then they're safe and secure. Good for 2 months. Take them out, water them, put them back in. The leaves are a little more attractive than Cattleyas. They love to be outside in the summer, as most orchids do, just hanging from the trees.
Do they need shade if they're outside?
They really do. No orchid can take full blistering sun. I can't tell you how many people have brought in orchids to babysit, and on the way here, maybe they stop at the grocery store for half an hour, come back out, and bring the plants in. The sun cooked the orchids. They're just black. So what they need is diffuse sunlight. And diffuse sunlight is considered full sun that's broken up. Broken up by sheer curtains, or blinds that are partially turned, or outside under a trellis, and the sun breaks it up. At full sun, just a couple hours, and these leaves can be scorched. And these are considered intermediate light. Same with Cattleyas, intermediate light. Popular Phalaenopsis is a low light plant. So you can imagine what an hour of sun would do to that plant. Dendrobiums come in a wide range of colors, much wider than most of the orchid family. Whites, yellows, purples, like all the others, but they also come in oranges and reds and blues and greens, two-tones, and this is striking. Yellow with a purple throat. Very durable plants. One of the best beginner's orchids due to the fact that it lasts forever. Can't really be hurt too much. Usually not fragrant, but it has all the other traits you want in an orchid. The breeding for Dendrobium is just like Cattleyas. If we were to cross-pollinate this flower with this flower to make a new hybrid, we would take the pollen out of this lip and then stick it right in that lip with a toothpick and wait maybe a year while it forms its seeds on the stem, plant them in petri dishes, and then about a year later they're about this tall, and a year after that they're about this tall, and then 5 years later you have a new hybrid. And if this combination has never been made before, you have created a new hybrid and you can name it anything you want within reason. And the World Horticultural Society in London keeps track of all the orchid names, and they have from the 1800s. So you submit your name to them and they either accept it or reject it. And then that becomes the name of the new hybrid. That's what we do with our First Lady orchids, but it's true for the entire orchid family. Cross-pollinating is how new orchids are made. Because something like this would not be found naturally in the jungle. It's man-made. It's wild. Crazy. Any questions about the Dendrobium family? Lovely, showy, long-lasting.
I see a little sprout down at the bottom. I've got one or two on my way. How long does it take to see the
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
This is a new growth that's just starting, and it'll grow up to be this tall or taller in a few months. And the new flowers will come from there, but they can also come from the old canes at any time. But this is how the plant gets bigger. It makes one new one of these a year. When it stops making them, then you know you've got a problem. So you want one new of these a year at least. And then after a few years, you can split them because you have so many bulbs in one pot. And that's how orchids are propagated. Propagated through dividing or cross-pollination. Occasionally they make babies, live babies,